the shocking fertility truth no one tells couples in their 30s. Fertility doesn't decline in a smooth, gentle slope. It drops suddenly, and the cliff is steeper than most people think. Women under 30 have about a 25% chance of conceiving each cycle. By the time 35 arrives, that chance is cut almost in half. IVF success rates also take a hit as eggs age. So what does this really mean? 35 isn't just another birthday, it's a tipping point. Egg quality begins to decline more sharply, and the window for natural conception narrows fast. That's why doctors call 35 the borderline age. Now let's rewind a little. For couples in their mid-20s to early 30s, most doctors don't push IVF right away. Instead, they look at the basics first, maintaining a healthy body mass index between 18.5 and 24.9. Quitting smoking, cutting down on alcohol, managing stress. These lifestyle choices can make a measurable difference in fertility, and when lifestyle isn't enough, ovulation induction is often the first medical step. This means using medications like Clomid to gently stimulate the ovaries to release more eggs. It's less invasive, more affordable, and often effective for younger couples whose only hurdle is irregular ovulation. But the story changes as age climbs. Once you cross that borderline age of 35, waiting can be costly. Doctors often recommend skipping smaller steps and moving straight to IVF. The numbers are clear. Women aged 30 to 35 see live birth rates per cycle at around 55%. But for women 38 to 40, that rate falls to just 27%. Every year counts. Waiting even 2 or 3 years at this stage can mean the difference between success and heartbreak. That's why specialists act fast, because biology doesn't slow down for anyone. When doctors say borderline age, they usually mean 35 and older, or when ovarian reserve is already diminished. Ovarian reserve is simply the number and quality of eggs left in the ovaries. At this stage, egg quantity drops quickly, but what matters even more is quality. Poor egg quality increases the risk of miscarriage, chromosomal abnormalities, and lower IVF success. Think about this. A woman in her early 30s has eggs with a higher likelihood of creating healthy embryos. By late 30s, those odds shift dramatically. Miscarriage rates rise, and IVF success per cycle can be cut in half. That's why fertility specialists don't want patients to wait too long. Now, this doesn't mean IVF guarantees success for everyone. But when the age factor or ovarian reserve is working against you, IVF becomes the fastest and most effective option compared to lifestyle tweaks or ovulation induction. Doctors recommend it sooner because the biology is time-sensitive. For younger couples, the story is very different. If you're 25, 27, even 32, time is on your side. Lifestyle changes and ovulation induction may be all that's needed. Natural conception odds are stronger, and IVF can be reserved for later if those simpler approaches fail. But if you're 35 or older, the strategy flips. IVF isn't just an option. It's often the only realistic path left before fertility drops too low. Waiting, hoping lifestyle changes will work, or delaying treatment. These choices can mean missing the window altogether. So, what's the takeaway? Fertility is time-sensitive. Under 35, small steps first. Over 35, don't delay, get evaluated, and if needed, go straight to IVF. And here's your call to action. If you're in your late 20s or 30s and you've been wondering about fertility, don't wait until it's too late. Talk to a specialist today. And if you found this breakdown helpful, comment your thoughts, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and save it for when the time comes.